everyone, welcome back to the Tower. It's Friday, and that means it's time for the second installment of Top 5 Fridays. Last week, on my Top 5 Villains That I Love to Hate video, someone commented asking if I would make a video of my top 5 theme park attractions. I love the idea, I just don't think I could possibly pick just 5 theme park attractions, because between Disneyland and Disney World alone, I have no idea where to even begin. So, I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit and do my top 5 must-dos at Walt Disney World Resort. A Disneyland one will come later, I promise. Walt Disney World has been my home away from home since I was born, and while I may not adore every attraction there, they all have a special place and special meaning in my heart. However, the 5 that I'm about to list are the most exceptional, magical, wonderful things, in my opinion, to do when you visit Walt Disney World. Let's get started. Coming in at number 5, the World Showcase at Epcot. I understand this is technically like a multitude of attractions, but to me, World Showcase is basically one big attraction. I just love the overall experience. I love being able to just stroll from country to country, experiencing different food and drink, talking to people of different cultures, and just experiencing that with whoever's in my travel party. Some of my best Walt Disney World memories have been made in the World Showcase. From being a 5-year-old walking around World Showcase with my grandma during the Millennium Celebration to decorate my mask for the Tapestry of Dreams parade, to going to Mexico on Cinco de Mayo, meeting the 3 Caballeros, and having Panchito propose to me, to my 21st birthday when I got to drink around the world for the first time. And that is why I absolutely adore World Showcase, and it comes in at number 5 on my must-dos at Walt Disney World. Coming in at number 4 is Toy Story Midway Mania at Disney's Hollywood Studios theme park. So Toy Story is one of my absolute favorite Disney films. It's my favorite Pixar film. Buzz Lightyear is my favorite character that's not a princess. And while I do love Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin at Magic Kingdom, Toy Story Midway Mania is like that attraction, but 10 times better. It's newer, the technology is better. I love riding it with my boyfriend because we constantly compete against each other. He's a big gamer nerd, and for the first 3 times we rode, I completely creamed him, okay? I slaughtered him. Now we're tied, but whatever. I'll beat him again. The point is, I love being shrunk down to the size of a toy, walking through the queue that looks exactly like Andy's bedroom, and being able to go and ride this attraction with my loved ones and compete against them. It's such a blast. I always get off laughing, and that is why Toy Story Midway Mania will always be a personal favorite of mine. Coming in at number 3 is Fantasmic, the nighttime spectacular at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Fantasmic encompasses so many different stories, so many different characters, and it brings them all together in this incredible show with incredible pyrotechnics, incredible special effects, characters in real life and on water screens, and a fire-breathing animatronic of the Maleficent dragon. Fantasmic blows my mind every time I see it. I cry every time I see it. It's super magical. It features one of my favorite princesses, Pocahontas, and one of my favorite villains, Governor Ratcliffe. They have a whole scene dedicated just to Pocahontas, and it's amazing for me because she gets no representation anywhere else in the parks. So I love that that is for her. And it's the most beautiful thing in the world. I cry every time. And that is why Fantasmic is my number 3 must-do. Now, if any of you folks are wearing hats or glasses, best remove them, because number 2 is The Wildest Ride in the Wilderness, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad in Frontierland at Magic Kingdom. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is my absolute favorite ride. I have incredible memories on Big Thunder Mountain. It's nothing but magic to me. I chose to ring in my 20th birthday by going down the first drop of Thunder Mountain at exactly midnight, and the cast members working at Thunder Mountain did their very best to make sure that I got on at a time that would allow for that. It sounds silly, but it's really memorable to me, and I'll never forget that I was on my favorite ride with 2 of my favorite people at the exact moment that I turned 20. Not to mention, I always leave in like stitches. Like, I'm always hysterical. Everyone I'm with when I ride is always hysterical. You get thrown around so much. I could ride it all day long and not get bored. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is number 2. For number 1, I'm probably actually gonna cry because number 1 has the most incredible place in my heart of anything ever on this earth. My number 1 must-do at Walt Disney World is Celebrate the Magic and Wish's Nighttime Spectacular. Celebrate the Magic is a projection show that happens on the castle 15 minutes prior to the nighttime fireworks. Wishes. Celebrate the Magic and Wishes go together for me. I do not watch one without the other. It is a full package deal. My butt is on Main Street a half hour before fireworks so that I can just watch it all in one swoop. I don't feel like I did the experience justice if I don't see Celebrate the Magic before Wishes. It's one whole cohesive experience to me. It features probably all of your favorite characters, or almost all of them. As some of you watching may know, I am obsessed with Rapunzel and Eugene. They're my favorite couple ever. I want a Tangled themed wedding. My dog is named after Rapunzel. Like, I am obsessed with Tangled. They project the lantern scene onto the castle with an instrumental of I See the Light playing in the background, and I swear I lose it every time. I'm sobbing. After you've seen all your favorite characters represented in this incredibly magic light, there's a projection of none other than Walt Disney himself saying, "I hope we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse." After being a pass holder at Walt Disney World since the age that I needed a ticket for admission, and working there for 8 months, and all the memories that I have made thanks to that incredible man. If you're doing the college program and right now you're questioning why I'm getting so emotional, I promise you that on the last night of your program, you will understand and you will think back to this moment and say, oh my gosh, she was right, she's not crazy. Because you'll be sobbing. I don't care if you're a guy, you will still have tears in your eyes. When that ends, the music fades into an interlude that then fades into Wishes, which is the nighttime fireworks over Cinderella Castle. If they ever decide to take Wishes away from me, I'm gonna chain myself to Cinderella Castle. I will not be able to control myself from protesting. I have such emotional attachment to that fireworks show. When my mom passed away, that was the first thing that made me smile. I went to Walt Disney World a few days after my mom passed as an escape, and I remember walking down Main Street as Celebrate the Magic was coming on, and this was really before I had gotten my full appreciation for it, and I remember thinking that my mom was meeting Walt, and I was sobbing. Two of my heroes are in heaven together, and I was just hysterical over it. Before my boyfriend and I started dating, as corny as it sounds, I made a wish during Wishes that I would find my happily ever after. And less than a week later, we started dating, and we've been together for almost 3 years. The last night of my Disney college program, all of my favorite people from my work location and I were gathered on Main Street together in a huge huddle, crying our eyes out and hugging over all the magic we had shared to the tune of Wishes. When we all reunited this past December, again, we were all on Main Street crying because we were back together in the place where it all started. Wishes is everything that the Walt Disney Company means to me. It represents all the magic, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Get on Main Street and see it because it is so, so worth it. And that concludes my top 5 must-dos at Walt Disney World. If you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up for me. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know what your top 5 attractions are at Walt Disney World because I would love to hear them. If you have any requests for future top 5 Fridays, I would love to hear those as well. And as always, for more magical Disney content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Have a magical day.